Yeah. Welcome to our Kipaipai. So yes, please come. If not, the pahu talks to me and it tells me who to pick. So you should come. Bambai, the pahu and the pu gonna come to you. So students, jump right in, step outside. This is your hale. This is your new home. Come. Mahalo. Mahalo. There's still more pahu and pu for people. They're talking to me and I see faces that they like go to. So we have more pu and pahu open. So please come join us on the moena. And even if you're not going to be on the moena, we're still going to show you what we're doing. Yeah. So come on down. Help us welcome this new bebe into the University of Hawaii, into the new Hilo Ohana, into the new Hawaii Ohana. Please come. Please come join us. So, mahalo to everyone that stepped for the pahu and the pu. Everyone sitting in the back, don't worry, you're going to be able to participate too. So for the pahu people, the pahu, there's some kahea. So if you're sitting in a chair, your pahu can be your thighs. Yeah. Might as well, even if you're going to be shaming, do small kind pahu, it's fine. Yeah. So the first call out is paka. So you're going to hit the pahu one time or hit your thighs one time. Paka. Paka means one raindrop. That's the sound that the rain makes. Paka. Paka paka is 2 raindrops. So you're going to hit your thighs 2 times. Paka paka. Ku paka, 3 raindrops. Ku paka, 1, 2, 3. Kulo loko is this torrential downpour. It's when your clothes are on the line and you're driving home and you know you get 15 minutes to get home. Bambai, you get wet clothes. Yeah. So kulo loko is just continuously hitting your thighs. Kulo loko. And pa, pa, pow, you're going to hit 1, 2, cross your hands, 3. And then we pow. Yeah. So let's try it. Paka. Paka paka. Ku paka. Kulo loku. Pa, pa, pow. And mahalo, your Kipai Pai membership is in the mail. And the next time we have Kipai Pai, we're going to invite all of you to the moena. Yeah. So no mind their backs to you. You're part of the hui. If you never know, now you know. You're part of the hui. You're part of the Kipai Pai group. And we're going to have our dignitaries. We're going to make our dignitaries work and walk. So they're going to walk over here and they're going to ask permission to step in. But first, we're going to do the pu and the pahu as they're walking in the rain because it's hilo. Rain is okay. Water's good. Water is life. They're going to come. We're going to be doing the pahu and the pu to welcome them to the space that is Hawaii, the space that is hilo. Then they're going to ask permission to come on. We're going to respond saying, yes, please step into our space. And then we're going to pahu and pu again as they're walking on. And then after everyone is seated, then we're going to get into the speeches and the rest of the ceremony. So mahalo again. Kipai Pai are the steps or the foundational steps into a hale. That hale. So what we're doing is we're orientating ourselves or everyone into this new space. And I call it a bebe because it's our newest building. But in the Hawaii mind frame, when we say bebe, it's the newest ohana that's coming in. So we're going to welcome the birthing. Yeah, you thought it was just a welcoming ceremony. We're going to give birth today. Yeah. We're giving birth to this hale so that it can be fully functional, so that it can host the College of Pharmacy, host the Hawaii Island, host our visitors, so that when they step into that hale, they know it's a very Hawaiian place. Yeah, we're in Hawaii. So what we're going to do, we're going to orient this hale. We're going to treat it as a member of our family because it is. Okay, so I see him walking. So get ready with your pakas, yeah? Paka! Paka paka! Ku paka! Ku loloku! Ku!
Au hea wale o kou e nā kupuna o mākou, e nā mākua, e nā kumu, e nā haumana, e ke po'o o ke ia kōle ke la au vili o hoi o Mrs. Carolyn Ma. Nā mea vai vai, nā mea hano hano, ke aloha o ka aina, a ke aloha o ka lani, a ke aloha o ka honua o hilo nei o ka ua kani lehua. Ano ai ke aloha. Before I begin the pulewehe, the opening prayer, I would like to preface our ceremony and our blessing today to honor the opening of the Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy with a few remarks concerning the spiritual journey of this school. We welcome into our presence today the Senator's son, Ken Inouye, and the Ohana, and we thank you for representing your father today. 2 years ago, Carolyn Ma, Dean of the school, our kupuna, Mr. Herring Kalua, and Mr. Gerald DiMello and myself gathered at the four corners of the property that was selected as the site for the College of Pharmacy. From there, we blessed in the Senator's name for the faculty, students, and the future of the school that he had envisioned for the Polynesian people. 2.5 weeks ago, we were blessed to have on a weekday afternoon a soft blessing that included Chancellor Bonnie Irwin, Mr. Kalua, Mr. DiMello, and Mrs. Ma at the front entrance of the Pico. Join with me as we lift up this day and our ceremony, the goodness of the health of our communities that the College of Pharmacy will serve, the past, present, and future, faculty and staff and students, and the goodness of the name, our beloved Senator Daniel K. Inouye, College of Pharmacy. E pule kako, would you kindly bow your heads in prayer? E nā o makua o mākou e ola. E nā kupuna o mākou ihala e ola. E nā kia I o ke ia aina nei. He leo mahalo ke ia oko a pauloa. I mea e ho'oholo mai ka iai. I ka hemolele o ke ia la. E ka makualani ke mahalo nui nei mākou ia oe. No kou alaka I ana mai ka ia mākou. E ho'opo mai ka I ke po'o. Na alaka I. Na kumu a me na haumana o ke kōle ke la auwili. Mai ka wā mā mua. A ke ia manawa ano. A I ka wā mua aku. I mea e kokua a ka ko'o I na kaia ulu a me ka poe la hui a Pauloa o Polynesia. Mahalo ia oe. No na kanaka vai vai, a me ke kena koa o Inouye, no ke kako o ana mai, I ke ia kula no ka maikai o Hawaii nei. We lift up this day, Heavenly Father, to you on Wednesday, December 4th, 2019. And we lovingly remember our beloved Senator, his family, all of the lawmakers, and all of the leaders who had a mana'o to share and a vision of the Koleke La'auwili, the College of Pharmacy. Continue to bless and keep safe the graduates, the faculty and staff of the past, the many kumu and the many alakai of this school, past, present, and future. For the goodness of the college and all the work that we do before you, we humbly say mahalo and thank you. Mahalo anui loa. For the future and growth of our school, the Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy. Ma kainoa o ka makua a me ke keiki a me ka uhane he mulele ka mako pule. Amene, amene, amene. A mama ua noa a ua lele. E ola.
Good morning. I'm going to test if you're awake. Aloha mai kako. My name is Carolyn Ma, and I am the Dean of the Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy. Mahalo to Kumo Moses Crab for his prayer and for all that he has done to prepare this site some years ago and for our soft blessing held 2 weeks ago. And mahalo also to the Kipai Pai Committee for preparing this incredible ceremony that moves us into our future. On behalf of the students, faculty, and staff, Welina mai kako, welcome and thank you for all coming to share in this grand opening ceremony of the Daniel K. Inouye's Pharmacy Permanent Building. And I am humbled to see the faces I see today that have shown us so many years of support. I do have a script written, but I have to say, only about 30 minutes ago, I received word that we received our certificate of occupancy. So, can we have a big chair? Yes! I think it was planned. It just makes me a little nervous. Okay. To begin with, I would like to acknowledge some of our distinguished guests and ask them to please rise when their name is called. May I ask the audience hold their applause until I ask them to do so. I am most honored for our first guest to introduce the late Senator Daniel K. Inouye's wife, Mrs. Irene Inouye. In our front row also, former Chief of Staff for the Senator, Dr. Pat DeLeon. Representing the late Senator Inouye's Chief of Staff, Jennifer Sabas, Sarah Hamakawa. On the table next to me, we are honored to receive messages of congratulations from our U.S. congressional senators and representatives. In addition, they have sent representatives as well. From U.S. Senator Mazie Hirono's office, Chief of Staff Alan Yamamoto, and East Hawaii Field Representative Ann Ebesuno. Please stand. Representing U.S. Senator Steve Schatz, Mr. Mike Zola. Aloha. Our college was established in 2006 by founding Dean John Pizzuto, who unfortunately could not make the trip today. This college really started, as he recalls in his message to us, really in a red Corvette. And much of the work he did was out of the trunk of the car. Those are our memories, many, and as also worked out of rental cars as well. And so we have come a long way today. But we honor him today in his founding, in his 9 years of tenure here, as well as his ability to gain funding for us for this building. So mahalo. The college admitted its inaugural class in 2007. And in those early years, much of the work was done from state legislators who helped us to move forward. Before I introduce our next set of guests, I'd like to recognize the late State Senator Gilbert Kahele and the late Representative Clifton Suji for their history of dedication and their many of years of work at the state legislature. I know the memories of these two true gentlemen of Hilo are held fondly in our hearts today. Along this vein, it is my honor to introduce our present Hawaii Island state legislator and city council members who support us daily. From the Hawaii State Legislature representing District 1, Hamakua North and South Hilo, and Vice Speaker for the House, Representative Mark Nakashima. He's coming down the street in the orange shirt. You got to give him bad time when he gets in the tent. Representing Hawaii Island District 2, Keaukaha, part of Hilo, Panaewa, and Waikea, Representative Chris Todd and his daughter. Representing Hawaii Island District 3, Hilo, Ke'au, Curtistown, and Volcano, Representative Richard Onishi. Representing District 7, North Kona, North and South Kohala, and Chair of the House Committee for Higher Education, Representative David Tarnas. From Senate District 1, Hilo, and Senate Majority Floor Leader, Senator Kai Kahele. From the Hawaii County Council, Susan Lee Loy. Not here. Our last distinguished guest really needs no introduction, having spent 12 years here as our chancellor. In her tenure here, she worked with students, faculty, staff, and community members to make the Hilo campus a 21st century model of higher education, and through her vision and determination, the idea of a College of Pharmacy became a reality. Please welcome back to campus Chancellor Emeritus Dr. Rose Singh and her husband, Dr. Shing Kung. We also have some distinguished guests from overseas. I was very pleased to hear word from the Suzuki Gakuen Education Group. They have sent 3 representatives. May I ask to stand Dr. Kaoru Umehara from Yokohama University Pharmacy, Dr. Daisuko Chino from Nihon University Pharmacy, and Takaki Komatsu from Daiichi University of Pharmacy. Certainly, the building you see behind me has been the creation and manifestation of 2 men who I would like to acknowledge today. I'd like to ask Mr. Rob Iopa of WCIT Architecture and Mr. Leslie Isimoto, contractors, to stand. There's one last gentleman I would like to especially recognize, and who many know in this tent. He has been instrumental in guiding me in my early days as a dean, and someone who has shepherded this college to today, from its beginnings to today. I would ask Mr. Gerald DeMello to stand. With this introduction, I would like to take some time to describe the alignment of this college in this town of Hilo and the cultural significance of our iconic building. It is not by chance that this College of Pharmacy was placed in Hilo. The late Senator Inoue strategically placed this professional college here in the enclave of what I think is one of the last few places of old Hawaii. The college is meant to provide a center of excellence for this town, for this island, and for this University of Hawaii Hilo campus. There is, however, a deeper connection for this College of Pharmacy, in Hawaiian, Kalekela'au Wili. Hilo is considered one of the epicenters of traditional Hawaiian medicine. A well-known prayer speaks of the people here thatching a new hale, or house, during a new moon, a metaphor for the preparation of the healing of a patient. The thatching process at different points of completion are depicted in the varied screen patterns and circle sizes on the sides of our new building. And the moons of Hilo are depicted in our mural that graces the walls of the interior. The word Hilo means to intertwine and represents a method of twisting together plant material to make a cord or rope. Crafted by our staff over the last 2 weeks, some of you wear a lei of tea leaf woven in the Hilo braid. The idea of intertwining is found in this Kalekela'au Wili, College of Pharmacy, with both Hawaiian and Western perspectives woven together, both natural and man-made, both ancient and modern. On Hawaii Island, we respectfully live with the energies of two deities, Tutupele and Hiakaokopele. Pele creates the papaku, or foundation, of New Earth, upon which Hiaka brings forth new life. Our iconic building, with its undulating roof forms, are meant to represent the goddess Pele and her land-shaping lava flows, as well as her embrace around her favorite sister, Hi'iaka, whom Pele carried in embryonic form in her bosom to Hawaii. The core of the second story, which runs from the terrace or waha above the entry through the lobby to the faculty conference room on the other side of Noello Street, in both color and form, represents Hi'iaka. The interior spaces of the building spiritually link Hi'iaka's connection to medicine. As beautiful and as culturally significant as this building is, it is a structure. Purpose, defined as a reason for which something is done or created. The oli or chant, or olavai honua, while there is time, speaks to both the great and small potential in all of us. Written by Na Taipori Tangaro, we are given permission to use this oli as our school chant. Potential can only be reached when there are two opposite elements. For there to be light, there must be dark. For there to be water, there must be fire. For there to be a student, there must be a teacher. One cannot exist without the other, and it is here in this college, in this building, that while there is time, our purpose and potential can be fulfilled. As the academic institution of the pharmacy profession in this state, our mission is to advance healthcare for our communities through education, research, and service. Our students' years here are challenging, but yet transforming. And when our faculty teach and mentor, when our staff support and guide, when this community nourishes the hearts of our students, what always seems like a long road on day one turns into a blink of an eye when after 4 years, what emerges is a highly trained health professional, focused, compassionate, and committed to carry out the oath to care for others in need. Purpose and potential fulfilled. There are many we have to mahalo for our students' success, as well as the journey that has unfolded to this very day of completion. We have several honored guests who have come to offer their remarks and support. Several years ago, I remember taking a number of students to the Senate Ways and Means Committee in Honolulu to ask for funding of our permanent building. As you see today, our students who are on island with their white coats, it's an impressive picture. And the chair of WAM at that time was a senator named David Ige. And on behalf of the college, we are grateful for Governor Ige's support over these years. And here to speak on behalf of the governor, please welcome our Hawaii Island liaison, Mr. Fresh Onishi.
Good morning and aloha. Due to the prior commitment, Governor Ige is not able to attend this morning's blessing. He sends his aloha and congratulations upon the completion and the opening of this new Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy building. The Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy and this new building represents the state's commitment to health care while providing an important and positive economic impact and better education for the people of Hawaii. Governor Ige wishes to thank Dean Ma, Carolyn Ma, the faculty, and the students for their services to the state, the university, and the community. He looks forward to visiting the new Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy building soon. Mahalo, Governor David Y. Ige. Thank you.
Today, on behalf of Mayor Harry Kim, we have Mr. Maurice Messina to offer some remarks.
Good morning, everyone. As I was walking in this morning and looking at the students and the faculty and everyone in the room, this is definitely a university of diversity, and I'm honored to be here representing Mayor Harry Kim. The mayor put together a letter, and Gerald DeMello, of course, stopped by a couple of days to make sure everything was right with it. And, and I learned a little bit about the School of Pharmacy and everything that everyone went through to make it. So this is truly an honor today, and congratulations on your certificate of occupancy as well. From the mayor, it is a great pleasure to congratulate everyone involved in making this day possible. After more than a decade since the Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy took its first class of students, today marks the grand opening of your school's permanent home. Senator Inouye broached his vision of establishing a School of Pharmacy in Hawaii back in the late 1990s. As part of his life's work for providing a better education and health care for underserved communities. The College of Pharmacy was officially founded in 2007 and graduated its inaugural class in 2011, launching a cadre of doctors of pharmacy around the world. Your students engage in the community. They host the annual health fair, which provides free screening, vaccinations, educational booths on diseases and medications, and also counseling. We are so grateful that Hilo was chosen to be the home of the Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy, the only school of pharmacy in Hawaii. The county wishes the students and faculties many years of success in their pharmacy careers. Mayor Harry Kim. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do this. Okay. Representing the late Senator Daniel K. Inouye, I'd like to introduce his son, Ken Inouye.
Aloha. This is a great day. This is a truly great day. I know this because, well, number one, I see a room full of people. Number two, I've heard other folks talk about what a wonderful day it is, but also because I know this is part of a very extensive vision that my father had for a long time. And to see it come to fruition in itself is a great day. And as any great day should have, all great days should have a conveyance of gifts. To that end, I am very pleased to share with you folks that the Daniel K. Inouye Institute will be gifting a desk to the College of Pharmacy to be used by the Chancellor. And this isn't just any desk. It is a desk that used to reside in my father's office. It's made entirely of koa. I wish I knew the dimensions of it offhand, but I don't. But I know that having seen it many times, it is a very large desk. And it is made to last many generations, multiple lifetimes. And I feel it's very fitting that this desk is being gifted to the college because we all hope in the family that this college will last many generations and many lifetimes. You know, when I am called on at events to speak on behalf of the family, it's simultaneously the easiest and the hardest job for me to do. It's the easiest in a sense because I'm part of the family. But it's the hardest because, what do I say? But as I was talking story with folks beforehand, I thought, it's not what I would say, it's what he would say if he was here. And I think the first thing he would bring up is that the start of this vision, the start of this thing becoming reality here, didn't start just when folks think it did. It started decades ago. It started when he first came to the Senate. You see, when he first got in the Senate, he was very concerned that the state of Hawaii not become Oahu-centric. He was concerned that he saw a pattern emerging where all things were springing forth in Oahu and the neighbor islands were being relegated potentially, as time would go on, potentially would be relegated to a second-class status. And he did not want that to happen. So he felt that it was important that every island in our state has something to speak for it, some sort of center of excellence, some sort of example for the community in which it resides. And he felt this because, number one, he wanted every island to be looked upon with the dignity and respect that it deserved, because he always felt that every island had something unique to offer, and the people of all the islands, of all of the state of Hawaii, were some of the best people in the world. And he wanted them all to have the opportunities that everyone else, everywhere else in the state would have. So early in his history as a senator, he tried to take a meeting with Governor John Burns. So you folks who know history know this was back in the 60s. And he met with Governor Burns, and he told Governor Burns of his plan of how every island would have something great to speak for it. And Governor Burns responded, he goes, That sounds great, Dan. In fact, I have an idea. I've been thinking of building a prison on Maui. And my dad said, that's not exactly what I was thinking of. So he had an uphill climb from there on. But what we see behind us today, behind me today, is an example of just one aspect of that vision, that every island has a center of excellence to speak for it. And in this case, this is also an example of his value for education, because he always felt that it's very important that communities have some sort of center of education that the surrounding community can look towards and say, that's available, that's an option. That is something that we might want to aspire to if that's something that appeals to us. So with that, I say thank you to all of you. I say thank you to all of you because I know that all of you played some role in some way, shape, or form here. And I am truly blessed to be able to be here today. And with that, and with this blessing, I also say, the other thing my dad would say is, it's very bad luck to come to Hilo and not stop at Cafe 100 at some point. So I made it a point to book my flight a little bit later than other folks, just so I had a little bit of time to at least just stop by there and grab a soda or something. With that, I say thank you for your time and mahalo.
Thank you. As president of the University of Hawaii, Dr. Lasner has led our 10 campuses with much courage and clarity. I am grateful his schedule has given us the opportunity for him to make this trip to Hilo to join our celebration. Please welcome President Lasner.
Wow. Aloha kakahiaka. Good morning, everyone, and thanks to everyone who's sharing a delightful Hilo morning filled with blessings of every kind. Kenny just kind of stole a little bit of what I wanted to say, but I don't think people appreciate, especially people on Oahu, and I count myself among them, how important it was to the senator to distribute both the intellectual and the economic assets of the state across all of the islands. And this college is a really apt demonstration of that vision, not just in what it does for this island, which it does, and this university, which it does, but also for its role in advancing the health of the people of Hawaii and the Pacific and beyond. I did a little bit of homework. Some people saw me poring over my computer this morning under the tent because I was trying to remember when this first came on my radar. And it was a Board of Regents meeting on campus here. It was actually the committee meeting where the Board of Regents considered the initiative really generated by the senator and the people of this island to establish a College of Pharmacy, then unnamed, here at UH Hilo. It was not a welcome idea at the University of Hawaii, as Rose, Pat, and others will recall, because doctoral programs lived at Manoa. That was just how things were at the time. And the community came out in full force. Over 20 people came in and really expressed to the Board of Regents how important they saw this college. That was, by the way, just over 15 years ago, October 2004. So you can see how long it has taken to get to this point, which is really the capstone of the establishment of that college that began so long ago, most visibly then in 2004. The business plan was laid out. The financial projections were grossly underestimated, as is always the case. Yet, throughout this, everyone involved continued to persevere. Funding was provided initially to help the planning. Thank you to all of our legislators. Senator Kahele, the senior, was really instrumental in that at the time. The construction of the building was yet another adventure that went on for a number of years. Ultimately determined as a shared commitment between the legislature, which funded the lion's share, but did insist on a shared commitment from the university. And there's a piece of revenue bonds as well that are financed by the tuition of the students that will continue to pay for the construction of this building, along with the state investment of general obligation bonds. I should say, by the way, that on the same day that this college was approved by the Board of Regents, they also made a pretty landmark decision that you see reflected as you drove up here, and that was the approval of the PhD program in Hawaiian and Indigenous language revitalization that same day, also manifest in a spectacular building here on the UH Hilo campus. And it's a one-of-its-kind degree anywhere in the world. So since we opened 2007, as you heard, over 750 pharmacists have been educated here, a handful of PhDs, now practicing in Hawaii, the Pacific, and around the world. This was a brilliant idea. The state of Hawaii needed pharmacists, the country needed pharmacists, the Pacific needed pharmacists. And it was such a brilliant idea that states and universities all over the country had the same brilliant idea. There are about 42% more pharmacy schools today than 10 years ago. And that presents both challenges and opportunities for us. And I want to say it's an incredible opportunity. That's how I view it today as we begin to proceed into the next decade. The University of Hawaii is committed to working together across all of our campuses, all of our faculty, all of our students on all of our islands to advance the healthcare of the people of Hawaii and working together. And this College of Pharmacy, since its inception, has been a part of that healthcare education and research ecosystem across the state. Part of what we're doing now is in re-envisioning how we can all be doing that with this spectacular new building, and more importantly, the amazing faculty and students at the core of that, working together with the medical school, the cancer center, nursing programs, public health, and social work to really create a healthier Hawaii and Pacific for all. Plug, that's our You Healthy initiative if you haven't heard about it. So really the building has come up at just the perfect time for us to make the pivot that we all need to make to work together. And I want to thank again our legislators who just last year passed a bill that expanded the authority of pharmacists to administer vaccinations. That's just one example of how we have to rethink the role of all of our healthcare workers. So mahalo to all of you here. As Kenny said, everyone has helped get us to this day, or you wouldn't be here. We're working every day to advance the people of Hawaii, and we can't do that without your help and support as we move forward. So best wishes most of all, and I'm just a little bit jealous as I look back there of the opportunity before the faculty and students and staff who will get to occupy this building for the first time, starting, I guess, about 45 minutes ago with a certificate of occupancy. Mahalo.
Thank you, President Lasner. Our newest chancellor is Dr. Bonnie Irwin, who arrived in July, and I would like to welcome her to the podium.
Aloha kakahiaka. I would like to add a few more thank yous, both to second Dean Ma's thank you of all of our distinguished guests who were previously introduced to you today. But I'd also like to thank Regent Higaki, who is here representing the Board of Regents. And also, I would like to recognize the faculty and staff of UH Hilo, particularly those in the College of Pharmacy, but really across the campus who have been instrumental in bringing us to this day. And then I have perhaps our most distinguished guest. Will the students of the College of Pharmacy please rise? When I decided to do this, I was afraid that maybe your feet had fallen asleep, so my apologies for that. But I just wanted to speak to the students directly, because I am sure you share with all the speakers here this morning gratitude to the folks who made this possible, made this founding of this college possible, made this brand new building possible. But I also want to offer a mahalo nui loa to all of you, because you, like this building, are the future of this profession, of this college, of this island, of the state, and wherever you go to practice. We are so proud of you. We are grateful that you have chosen the healthcare profession, and I just wanted to take a moment to recognize your presence here today. So thank you very much. And sit down. In addition to, you will have to get up again at the end of this, you know, so kind of move around a little bit. In addition to former Chancellor Zhang, we also have with us former Chancellor Sakai, I believe. I saw her there, she is. And I wanted to thank her and former Chancellor Straney for their determination also in getting this college established, meeting the bumps along the road and making sure that we got to this day. One of the things I love most about UH Hilo is the way it is so strongly interconnected with the communities of our island and our state. The future of our university and our local community are inextricably linked. We are all working together to move successfully into the future. The Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy is a perfect example of this. It took many, many people working together to bring this college to fruition and to bring us to this day where we're celebrating a new building. The college is built on the premise that it is our ultimate responsibility to help lift up the people of our island, our state, and our region, and we do this through answering the needs of our local communities. And one of the most pressing needs in our state, as we know, is continuous improvement of health services. Producing credentialed professionals is foremost in our mission to answer the workforce needs of our state, region, and the world at large. We take this task seriously, and in the case of the Pharmacy College, we are dedicated to helping build the intellectual capital needed by our state to provide quality health care to local families from Keiki to Kupuna. I believe that in the same way that this university and the surrounding community pulled together to create this college in the first place, that same determination and tenacity I spoke of earlier is what will move this college successfully into the future. Together, the university and community can adapt to changing times, can continue to strengthen and grow this college to produce the graduates who can go out there and serve the communities in need. Today we celebrate this beautiful building, a building designed for state-of-the-art education, ultimately meant to help improve the quality of life for the people of Hawaii, the region, and beyond. This beautiful new building beckons students to come here to study, to earn a pharmacy degree in a rural environment with an incredibly supportive community where there is much wisdom to be learned about the role of pharmacies in diverse and indigenous areas. Our graduates are prepared well to go out there in the real and diverse world, to be top performers, and to make the world a better place. Along with all of you, I look forward to moving the college forward. Mahalo nui loa, and thank you for joining us on this wonderful day.
Thank you, Chancellor. So I have to say, last night was a very late email to our 4 classes of students, and I said, if you have an iron, this is a time to bring it out. So they know that I like to see their coats ironed, and so on behalf of Chancellor Irwin's call for you to stand up, you looked great. Thank you. The summer of 2007 was a memorable summer for many reasons. Some of you may remember that that summer brought quite a few hurricanes to East Hawaii. Our inaugural class of 90 students quite literally hit us by storm. What I recall in that mid-August week of getting ready for this entry of our inaugural class was that news that Walmart had run out of desks, Mattress Firm had run out of beds, and Office Depot was trying to order more office chairs. And on day 2 of orientation, a hurricane warning came and we shut down orientation. Luckily, it was a false alarm. This is our inaugural class of 2000, who came in 2007 and graduated in 2011. We're a class of pioneers. Because we had no facilities, we had classes in the old Wentworth halls where they sat among broken chairs cordoned off with red tape. They borrowed labs from chemistry. We took exams. They took exams. I gave exams. They took exams in the evening because that was the only scheduled classroom time that was open. And students, believe it or not, this class pulled together our annual health fair in about 3 weeks. They get about 3 months now. And our students populated every pharmacy in Hilo and all the way from Ka'u to Honoka'a. They were everywhere. And finally, in the fall of 2009, at the start of their 3rd year, we finally moved into the 1 modular trailer classroom that sits behind you. This inaugural Cinderella class had finally made it into what I think they felt was the ball at Prince Charming's castle. Many of these students who had waited or had even given up the idea of ever going to a pharmacy school, whether it was the cost of moving to the mainland, tuition, or responsibilities at home, with this college allowed was a chance for many to stay home and earn a degree for one of the most highly respected health professions. As reminded by a message from founding Dean Pizzuto, someone born on the Big Island or Hawaii can start kindergarten, work through the grades, and ultimately receive a Doctor of Pharmacy degree or earn the highest academic degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmaceutical Sciences without ever having to leave this beautiful place. Our inaugural class set high standards to those who followed. 8 classes since then. We have produced a sum total of 744 doctors of pharmacy and 5 PhD graduates. Today, our graduates are pharmacists. They're district managers in Long's, Walgreens, Walmart, and work in many, many other types of community pharmacy. They are directors of hospital pharmacies. They are faculty teaching in pharmacy schools and universities. They are researchers in industry and academia. Most importantly, they continue to give back to their profession by mentoring our students on experiential rotations and as they advance into their careers. They are located in Hilo, across the entire state, on the continental U.S., around the Pacific Rim in Alaska, Saipan, American Samoa, Guam, and Japan. Representing our students and alumni, our next speaker is someone who may not have realized that being elected president of the inaugural class is a job that will continue for many years. Whether to go to testify at the legislature for funding of the building, to address our student organizations, to mentor our current students as a preceptor, or to even hire our graduates as a manager. It is with great pleasure that I introduce you to our inaugural class president, Dr. Jessica Toyama.
Good morning. It is such an honor to be here today to witness yet another exciting milestone for the Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy. When the inaugural class first entered the program in 2007, we had very humble beginnings. It was just us 90 students and a handful of faculty. The college did not have its current official name, no logo to serve as a symbol of our college, and most importantly, not even a place to call home. All of our lectures were held in the only 2 lecture halls on the main UH Hilo campus that could accommodate our class of 90. Not only were lectures held late in the afternoon due to limited classroom availability, but these 2 halls were on opposite ends of the campus. It must have been quite a sight to see all 90 of us trekking back and forth across campus between classes. In fact, one of those halls in particular, Wentworth Hall, was built over 50 years ago in 1965. We were packed in like sardines, and the desks were so old that one of those desktops came loose and fell on my leg, leaving a huge bruise. Fortunately, it did not require Norco, but when the modular buildings were hauled in on truck beds 2 years into the program, we were ecstatic. Yes, they were very humbling times, but we were deeply appreciative of the many people, countless hours, and hard work it took to finally have a place to call home. Now, fast forward to just before graduation in 2011, I attended a retreat for the college where the schematic design for the college's future permanent home was unveiled. It was a jaw-dropping, state-of-the-art building conducive to research with classrooms, breakout rooms, and student services. I admit we were a bit envious of the facilities future students would have compared to what we endured. But we realized that everything we did as the first class was to help establish a strong foundation and leave a legacy that they could follow and succeed. As pioneering students, in addition to establishing a student government and a number of national pharmacy organization student chapters, we especially embraced the importance of giving back to the community and thus coordinated the first annual College of Pharmacy Health Fair, blood drive, participated and raised funds for the Relay for Life, the AHA Heart Walk, and so forth. We testified before legislatures and the UH Board of Regents, showing the value and positive outcomes that our program is bringing to the community. For those of us born and raised in Hawaii, we know that the opportunity to receive a pharmacy education at home would not have been possible without the late Senator Daniel K. Inouye's vision and belief that a pharmacy program would thrive, focusing on Hawaii's unique cultural, physical, and geographic features. Today, our graduates are fulfilling Senator Inouye's vision. We are working as pharmacists across all of the Hawaiian Islands and beyond, applying our clinical knowledge and expertise to provide appropriate medication management, quality patient-centered care, and as a result, producing positive outcomes throughout the state every day. I personally cannot express the joy and passion I have as the most accessible healthcare provider in the community. My patients are so thankful to have that dialogue with a local pharmacist who understands their unique culture and lifestyle and the challenges they face daily with their health. It is such an honor to be entrusted with the responsibility of caring for our patients, all a result of what this college has nurtured and provided. When I look at our new pharmacy building standing right here, there are 2 thoughts that come to my mind. First, I see a promising future for a healthier Hawaii. Minds will be cultivated. Research discoveries will be made. Students will have a nurturing learning environment with desks that won't fall on them. At least maybe not for another 50 years. The practice of pharmacy and our healthcare landscape is rapidly evolving. During my 8 years as a practicing pharmacist, I have already witnessed considerable change. From immunizations to MTMs and provider status, with a transition from fee-for-service to value-based care incentives, there are challenges and opportunities that lie before us. My hope is that instead of following behind what the rest of the country is doing, what can we do right here in Hawaii to advance the practice of pharmacy? We are continuously proving that we are fully capable of providing exceptional patient-centered care, and there is more out there that we can do. What risks can we take? What uncharted territory can we enter to expand the role of a pharmacist and practice at the top of our license? How do we implement such changes? How do we convince our legislators that we can be entrusted to do the job fill voids, and improve quality healthcare in our state. Thanks to Senator Inoe's vision and great pharmacists before us like Dr. Taniguchi and Chancellor Emerita Dr. Rose Singh, who came together and unified their minds and voices to create this program, this college is the first step to addressing the issues and challenges that lie ahead. Now more than ever, it is crucial that we come together as a profession, putting aside our differences and what company we represent. This building will be the place where not only students and faculty, but all pharmacists can gather, unite our minds as one, and together we can and will further our profession and intent to create a healthier future for all of Hawaii and the Pacific. The second thing that comes to mind when I look at this building is that as our class gift to the college, in addition to establishing a scholarship fund, we decided to frame our inaugural class photo in koa wood to be displayed inside the building so that we would never be forgotten. I'm not too sure where that photo has been, but I hope it's in there. Finally, I would like to thank and recognize Dean Carolyn Ma. There is something special about having someone who has been here since the founding of this college, who gave lectures to our first class in Wentworth Hall, witnessed firsthand the successes as well as growing pains, take the reins as our dean. Thank you, Dr. Ma, for your selfless dedication to our college. On behalf of the inaugural class and all of the alumni, we would also like to express our deepest gratitude to the legislators, the UH system, our faculty, staff, and our dedicated community for your continuous support as we've reached the most exciting milestone yet for the Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy. Please know that as proud alumni, we resolve to continue to enact change, improve healthcare in Hawaii, and to better the lives of our kupuna and kamaaina. Mahalo.
So I have to say, when I received the email from Jessica and she says, you know, we have our inaugural picture somewhere that was outside your office, and where will that be? And I went, oh my God, we have to find that picture. When Jessica tells me what to do, I do it. Thank you all speakers as well. At this point, what I will do is actually introduce Paul Sakamoto from Puna Taiko. Paul is someone who has been at our health fair every year, and he performs some pieces, and he also, I saw him, he walks his dog here along this field every day. And so he has seen, in addition to myself, every step that this building has come to. And I thought it would be very appropriate for me to ask Paul to perform from Puna Taiko some of his pieces, and he will introduce his pieces as well. Thank you.
Okay, good morning. Thank you, Dr. Ma, for inviting us. It was really apparent when we got the invite to be a part of today's celebration that we could only play this one piece. It had to be this piece. These guys don't like this piece because it's long and it's tiring, but it's entirely fitting for this event. It's a song called Hiru Sandan ga Eshi, and it's one of the original kumi daiko pieces. It comes all the way from Japan from a group named Osua Daiko, and it's based on a Shinto chant. And the reason it's appropriate is this chant calls down a mythical flying dragon 3 times, and each time it chases away misfortune or bad luck. So for the staff and administration who are moving into this building, but especially for the students, because I know finals are right around the corner, it's good luck, right? It's got to be a great song. So we hope you guys enjoy Hiru Sandan ga Eshi. And the second half of the song is a song called Isho, which talks about togetherness. We hope you guys enjoy both pieces.
my favorite. So at the health fair, I get to practice on the drum, which is always the highlight of my day there. Thank you, Paul, and thank you, Puna Taiko. Please, another hand. So at this point, it is, I think, time to get up. We will be transitioning the program up to the entrance of the building to cut the pico. So we will have ushers to usher you through this opening, and we would like to have the procession proceed as you are seated. Before I do that, I would like to take the opportunity to the Kipaipai Committee and our planning committee for putting on such a wonderful program. I also want to mahalo the Inoue family for the beautiful gift of the desk from the senator. And I would like to also thank my staff as well as our faculty. They have been working extremely hard these last few weeks and of course over Thanksgiving break to put this all together. And there are many details that I try to be part of, but they typically say, why don't you go do something else and then we'll take care of it. And they truly are magical. And so when I come out, it's done. And I think for many of you who know a magical staff, I am so appreciative of their work as well. So I'm going to leave this to Noelle, who is here, and I will see you up at the front entrance. Thank you.
Oh no, she's back on the mic, the girl that forced us to participate in Kipaipai. Yes. Aloha. So we're going to proceed row by row, and then we're going to have some of our Kipaipai people, in particular our kukuena, come and escort the group to the entrance of the hale so we can birth this bebe. So now we had all of the preliminaries, and now we're going to give birth. Yeah. Okay. So first row, if you could please join me. We'll have Kainoa lead you to the front, and then after that we'll have all of the other rows following. Okay, mahalo kako. So we're going to start the moku kapiko. So if you can see, just project good jujus for the bebe that's gonna be born. The bebe that took a couple years, but that's fine. Sometimes the bebe needs its time and space. Yeah, but now the bebe is here. The water will break. Too late to do the epidural kind action. So if you gave birth before, it's in the canal. Yeah. Okay. But again, all you need to do, if you can't see what we're doing up in the front, that's okay. Just project in your mind a healthy hale, a healthy baby. The baby that's going to house our Hawaii. The baby that's going to house the healing, the well-being of our Hawaii. So if you can see, again, just project that. The health of our Hawaii, the continuance of our Hawaii.
vai a kula me tele. Kia koala I ka lehua. Ke kui ala I kai o koila. He awa no nā kāne me nā wahine o ka lani. He awa no nā kāne me nā wahine o ka lua. Pēlā aku, pēlā mai, e mū koa hae. E holo I ka lima. Eli kapu, eli noa, noa ke kapu, noa ka hele, noa ka nā vai a ke akua.
Kauli ai ke alohilani, huli ai kupu kupu, o ai o kupu kupu, o ilio mea o kukeau, ki o kukeau, lua o kukeau, o kukeau, api o galan. O ke ka naka o ka mau, na ua o daula au, e kuai e nā ka o maka e pu e ua ka naka he tawai o nā wari moku ka piko e o imi o nā loa le iloa a kau halau tuta o I ke anau I Eli kapu, eli no,
baby has been born, the umbilical cord is severed. Now this hale, ki ho'i ho'i, is the name of this hale. Ki ho'i ho'i. Ki ho'i ho'i comes from one of our hulihia chants, one of our Pele chants. And in this chant, it talks about the kanavais of Pele. And one of the kanavais is ki ho'i ho'i kanavai. Ki ho'i ho'i calls for a quick restoration. So the name of this hale is ki ho'i ho'i, so that we can have a quick and full restoration of our Hawaii for any past traumas, current traumas, so that we can have a sustainable, healthy, thriving Hawaii. Ki ho'i ho'i. Everyone, please say ki ho'i ho'i. By saying the name, we give more power, more energy to this bebe. Ki ho'i ho'i. Ola. So now we're going to have the College of Pharmacy students come and do their oli. You can face the building.
Akua nui, akua iki, akua loa, akua poko, akua lipo kapoi, akua lile kea. O vehea nahi o lani, oi ola vai honua. E ke akua nui, akua iki, akua loa, akua poko, akua lipo kapoi, akua lile kea. O vehea nahi o lani, oi ola vai honua. E ke akua nui, akua iki, akua loa, akua poko, akua lipo kapoi, akua lile kea. O vehea nahi o lani, oi ola vai honua.
So again, the baby has been born, the umbilical cord cut. So now this hale is fully functional to house everyone, to house the spirit, to house the academic journey, to house the healing and the well-being of our Hawaii. This is the hale now that is going to house all of that potential. So that when the College of Pharmacy students came out and did their oli, oiola vai honua, they said, akua iki, akua loa, akua poko. They're talking about potential, the great potential, the small potential, all of the potential that this building has to bring forth all of this healing, this increased knowledge in a Hawaii way. We call upon the potential of this hale now, ki ho'i ho'i, so that it can do its function. And so that each and every one of you can do your function as well. Your big potentials, your little potentials, because those are what's going to help our Hawaii. So we had our Ava ceremony, followed by our Moku Kapiko, where the umbilical cord was cut. So when I say baby, I really mean baby. The baby that comes from our body and this hale, that's a baby. No difference. In the Hawaii mind frame, no difference. Because this hale is your ohana now. It's going to house your ohana. And we give it a name so it has a particular function so that it can continue to help University of Hawaii at Hilo, Hawaii, Loa, accomplish its potential to be leaders for the global community in well-being, in academia, in research, in a Hawaii mind frame. And then what do? We do dances, because hula is about spirit. We feed the spirit so that the spirit can be healthy. Because if the spirit not healthy, how is the kino? We do our pele dances because this hale sits on pele. She sits on this foundation that we can call home. Because without the pele, where is our fire? So we dance these to honor our pele. Our foundation pele, the lua pele, the pele in each and every one of you. That fire. For the days that it's long and hard, for the days where you don't think you're going to get your occupancy, for the days where you got another meeting, another paper, another whatever it is that is another to you. So we do these dances to honor the pele, to honor the life force of this land. Yeah. I'd also like to, again, recognize Onko Koho'okele and Onko Herring, because they came and they hanai'd the aina again, or before we did this. So I'd like to honor. Mahalo for everything that you do, Onkos. Yeah. But okay, I pau talk. The bebe born, and now we invite everyone to please come celebrate the birthing or the birth of this bebe. Ola, ki hoi hoi, ola loa.
Mahalo. What we'll do at this point is, there are some early groups that our students will be giving, our student ambassadors will be giving tours to. And if you are interested in a tour also, we will be staging that in the classroom. On this table here, I will receive ho'okupu. Thank you, mahalo for all of you to attend. Thank you for all of your support as well as your love. Have a nice day.